is Clodagh Reilly. I study medicine here in UCD. It's my 4th year and also my 4th year in the orchestra. And I'm a cellist. I've played the solo with the orchestra this semester. And yeah, I'm from Offaly in Ireland. I'm from Birr. The Elgar Cello Concerto is the concerto that we're doing. We just did the 3rd movement for this recording. We thought it would be a bit difficult to do the entire concerto as a recorded concert. So yeah, we've put that on hold temporarily and hopefully we'll be doing that this time next year. It's the first time I've ever played a solo with an orchestra. Well, kind of. I played a bit of a solo when I was I think I was 17. It was kind of strange to have the responsibility to make the decisions for the orchestra and to kind of be able to take the time in a rehearsal to say, oh, well, I'd kind of like the orchestra to do this, because I'm used to being the member that listens and does what I'm told to do. So it's a bit strange to kind of dictate to my peers and to my friends what I would like them to try and do. And then also to work in conjunction with someone like Patrick, who's such an amazing musician, and to kind of look for his guidance as much as possible, but at the same time, he was kind of asking what I wanted to do as well. So it was kind of nice to collaborate in that sense. It was my first time doing a recording to that degree, and the level of kind of perfection and, you know, going back over every little detail, because it's those kind of things that matter in the long run, and, you know, the intricacies of doing a recording, you know, not just a musical level, but in your life in general. It's really good to have that kind of attention to detail and to take such care with, you know, corners and endings of phrases. You can do that, you kind of apply that to all aspects of your life, or to your college degree, or to your career. There were moments where I was able to pick out like the parts of the recording where I felt a certain way, and I was kind of going, oh, that's where I felt like that, and that's where I felt like that. So then I sort of started to see myself in the recording a little bit more. It was a bit funny because I said something about, oh, she's playing that, as opposed to that was me playing that. It didn't really feel like me for a second, but listening back to it, it was really satisfying, I think, to hear it recorded with the orchestra the way I'd kind of listened to so many recordings beforehand. Music has always been such an integral part of my life that I can't even put into words what it did bring me, because I don't really know life without it, if that makes any sense. Sometimes I don't know how I'm feeling about something, but I can almost find it within music, which is kind of an odd concept to try and describe to someone. There's like this stability with music for me, and expressing myself through music, that I kind of, when I'm struggling with other aspects of my life or struggling with the tumultuous up and downs of university, that there's something that's always there, that's always kind of constant, which I really get out of music and out of orchestra. And like, I suppose on more of like a surface level, I meet so many people through it, and people from walks of life that I probably wouldn't have come across. You know, I'm in a course where we're quite intensive hours and we spend a lot of time together, and everything kind of revolves around medicine. But having, you know, once, twice, 3 times a week where I go to an orchestra practice and I talk to people who are doing maths and music and drama and classics and art, and you know, you meet people from so many different walks of life who are doing different things, and it's just a really different kind of diverse community to be part of. Like, there's so much to playing in an orchestra that involves, you know, not even being able to hear yourself play, and making sure that the solo section or the, you know, the solo clarinet part comes out, or that you have to kind of blend your sound even just within your section. You kind of really have to work together with everyone, because like, it's not just a personal, I'm going to play my best, I'm going to practice my part the best. That's not just musical, but like as an interpersonal thing, like you have to be able to get along with the people around you and work together with the people around you to kind of get the sound you want and to create the atmosphere within the orchestra itself, like socially. Yeah, it's just a lot of kind of working with other people and understanding other people and what they want. A university community is huge. Like, you know, UCD itself is like the size of a town. So kind of finding like-minded people in that town, I suppose, is really, really difficult. without something like an orchestra where you can go. That is really something that brings a community together. Like in second year of college, we did a concert here on campus, and a load of my friends came because they were like, Clodagh, you're always going off to music, you're always going around with your cello. What do you actually do? And they came to the concert and they were like, so that's what you do? Okay, like that's what classical music's about. Okay, I think I get it. Like I can sort of understand it a little bit now. So kind of for the student faculty who aren't involved in music, it gives them an opportunity to become so, or to even just gain an appreciation for something that they might not have been exposed to previously, I think is really unique. And not that many universities actually have that. I think the recording will do a huge amount for the orchestra in terms of getting who we are and what we are out there, because when you say you're in the the university orchestra, few people don't really know the extent of our playing, I think, and we're playing professional orchestra, standard repertoire, as a group of essentially amateur students. So I think something like recordings and using digital media more to put ourselves out there and to kind of let people hear what we're about, instead of just, seeing on the website or seeing on a social media, oh, they're going to do a concert, they're going to do that live performance, maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. Whereas if they see, oh, this is what they sound like, this is what they look like when they're playing, it kind of gives people a better idea of what we're about and what we're like. I don't think it's like a specific moment, but like there's nothing kind of that replicates the feeling of finishing a live performance and like the kind of silence and afterwards. And like I feel like I hadn't breathed for the past half hour, 40 minutes or however long I've been playing, and then it kind of all hits you at once. It's just an intangible feeling that, yeah, that's silence after you finish playing. That's like the really shiny little pearl. I don't know for certain how yet I'm going to do it, but I'm quite determined that I will continue my connection with music and orchestras. Going into college, I didn't know if I would keep the connection, and I think I did. So that's kind of given me a sense that I will be able to continue with it in the future. Joining something like an orchestra definitely gives you, no matter where you go in the world, there's usually an orchestra, there's usually people playing music, and a way to find people like you and to make connections through music. So hopefully I can manage to do that no matter where I go or what I end up doing, which I'm not sure yet what it will be. And then, when I'm back here, being able to come to an orchestra performance and maintain that bond with the orchestra is really important to me going forward when I do leave UCD and when I do kind of go into the big bad world.